My friend just gave me this Nissan 350z for free. That's right, $0 with only one string attached, but we'll get into that later because Ed Bolian of VinWiki just invited me on a cheap car challenge. This is gonna be a wild ride, so first, let's see how I got this car for free, and then we're gonna start turning some wrenches because we leave tomorrow, and this car has more problems than a McDonald's ice cream machine. Can I get a McFlurry? My adrenaline is pumping right now. I could not sleep last night. I know I said thanks like, I don't know, 10 times already, but thank you, Jeff. If you want a tattoo, this is your guy. Revolution Inc., Birmingham. I know he doesn't have any tattoos, but he's really good at giving them.
I'm gonna start getting them soon.
Can I do one on you?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Just your name.
I don't need a license or anything.
Just for when the YouTube thing blows up.
Yeah. Dude, for real, I appreciate the car.
Absolutely. You got to give it to the people that go for their YouTube channel. Going for it now, I'm going to help out.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, thank you?
Bring back the 350Zs. Everybody hates on them now. They were awesome one time.
They were, and they still are. It's just so many are worn out. But like, even this one, even though it's missing the front bumper, it literally just has wheels on it and it looks good. Like,
got the old model wheels on it.
Yeah. 3-piece. How many of these wheels are in existence, you think?
There's probably like one other guy with a 370Z that's got the other 4.
They're like, what, $5,000?
They were, yeah, back when we were making them, yeah.
Jeez, made in America. So you can't put a tariff on these.
Nope, no tariff.
Dang, that is wild. Hang on. I just noticed the car was sitting low, so I look under here. It's got BC coilovers on it.
Yeah, I think we put them on in my old shop downtown. Yeah.
This is a nice car.
I mean, we were going to do a lot with it. We even thought about turning into a drift car at one point.
We're going to get this thing on the trailer. So let's get this party started on a high note. A free car. Truly free. I didn't give him anything.
You don't have to.
Can I give you something?
You're doing it right now.
Okay.
I'm on the YouTube. We're good.
Check out Revolution Inc. I'll link his Instagram in the description below. He's very talented. You've probably seen him on TV. He's actually kind of famous, so that's cool. I love fixing up cars, and I'm thankful Jeff is willing to help me out since I made the jump to being a full-time YouTuber. You can see his very cool collection of cars in the background as we load the Z up, and I see this is a really nice car that he was wanting to fix up himself, but since he's mainly off-roading these days, he wanted to give me a nice boost. It has been sitting in the shop for quite a long time, so a few things must be addressed before we attempt to take it over 1,000 miles on this VinWiki cheap car challenge. Jeff, thank you again so much for giving me this 350Z. I still can't believe it, but I'm not gonna let you down. We're gonna have so much fun with this car and make it very cool. So let's see what this thing needs. First of all, he said it needs a clutch and the battery is totally shot. He said it ran when they parked it a while ago, so I'm gonna put a battery in this thing and we'll see if it cranks up before we do anything else. Jeff had someone begin the clutch replacement, so there is currently no exhaust or drive shaft in the car, but let's see if it'll fire up. The heck? Oh. Well, we're off to a great start. These cars are so bad about battery cables, so I'm just gonna make sure they're getting tight. There we go. Okay. Just battery cables. Hey, 156,000 miles. That's really not that much. Ooh, we got a working head unit. That's nice. Oh, no. I don't know. I've checked everything. I took every fuse in and out to see if they were good, and they all looked fine, so I don't know. I'm going to try to start it again, so let's see what happens. All right, I'm going to pick up some more parts that I forgot, and I'm in my wife's car that needs to be protected. So we've all seen the videos on the internet of all the crazy people on the road, and they're all captured by dash cameras. So for that reason, we need to install the Redtiger dash cameras in this car. This is the Redtiger F77. That is the world's first 4K front and 4K rear in-car camera with fast Ultra HD recording. You can easily zoom in and read numbers, and this clarity is made possible by the dual 4K HDR setup. Installation is super easy, since everything you need to install is included, and I'm actually going to tuck all these cables behind the headliner for a clean factory look. I strategically placed the cameras out of my line of sight and up high on the glass to capture everything in front and behind me. The Redtiger F77 is super convenient to operate and has two built-in high-speed memory storage options of either 128 gig or 256 gigs, so there's no need to purchase a memory card separately. There are so many special perks to this unit, such as GPS, 24-hour parking monitoring, G-sensor, Wi-Fi, and it even has 12 voice control functions and the standard buttons. These cameras are equipped with the dual Starvis 2 night vision sensors, and as you can see, they work so well thanks to the dual 4K cameras plus HDR setup. Whether it's a glare from the sun or even at nighttime with the minimal street lights, these cameras pick up drastically more than any other dash camera I've seen on the market. Make sure you go search Redtiger on Google and Amazon and visit their online store to unlock anniversary perks starting June 15th. Go check out the lucky draw on their official website. People who register as a Redtiger member and place an order on the website during the anniversary event will have a chance to win a full refund. Check my description box below for more information, and thank you to Redtiger for supporting the channel and making these amazing cameras to help protect us out here on the road.
Okay, come on.
Oh! Oh! It's alive! I'll take it. It actually sounds really good. Oh my god! We got a lot of lights on. Check engine light and all that. There are a lot of interior parts missing from this Nissan, but there are also a lot of parts in the trunk that we need. So let's install this drive shaft first and see if we can drive the car on the lift for inspection, since I'm tired of pushing this thing around. Hey! Oh, the clutch is all the way out. And we're not moving. I think it needs a new clutch. Come on. Oh! I think it's moving. Okay. The clutch just doesn't really work. Alright, let's see what else this thing needs. We need a clutch. One of the first things I noticed was the driver's seat is not bolted down. Upon further inspection, you'll see it cannot bolt down. I have no idea how that happened, but that's crazy. I've never seen a seat rip out. So we'll just say bolt down seat. It's gonna be way easier said than done. I did have to rob the wheels off it. Back here, there's the exhaust we need to put back on the car after we put a new clutch on. Unfortunately, we're missing a lot of interior. Oh yeah, so this already has BC coilovers, and they did route the damper adjustment up here, which is really nice, but we'll clean that hole up later, another day. We don't really have time for that. This tire, as you saw, kept going flat, and it's actually a really nice Continental tire, but it's got some dry rot in it. Okay, it's from 2008. Well, we're gonna have to put some tires on it before the run. Rob some off another car for tomorrow. It is not perfect, but it's way better than the Black Z was, so that's good. Nothing major, and Needs a door handle, but this seat is bolted down, so that's good. Yeah, I mean, looks okay up here. We gotta hurry because we gotta do over 1,000 miles starting tomorrow. Enough talking about it. This car was free, so I have no complaints whatsoever because I know I'm capable of fixing it. But the challenge is many issues have to be addressed less than 24 hours before we go on a car trek style journey with Ed Bolian. He has done many wild adventures with Tavarish in Hoovy's garage, and Ed has not shared all the details of what challenges are ahead of us, so I know there could be some very rough roads and obstacles ahead of us, and I would rather not be stranded in the middle of the Appalachian Mountains, so I need to be as thorough as possible on prepping this 350Z. VinWiki Cheap Car Challenge begins! The engine mounts appear to be in one piece. The suspension appears to be fine. Our control arm bushings look okay. Oh, never mind. Why are they all like this? Okay, well, we need to add that to the list. And this thing's got downpipes on it. I thought I could see them when I was under there. That's good. So those actually look pretty nice. 6-speed manual transmission. Oh look, they're high flow cats, so we're legal. And that's not good. That's what I saw earlier. Holy cow. I'm not sure how we're gonna fix this, especially that one, but we're gonna have to figure that out because a brace goes right here. Everything looks good. We got some nice control arms and we have rear coilovers. So you can get rid of the big spring bucket arm that sits back here and replace it with this nice, clean, one-piece adjustable aftermarket control arm. I guess we have our work cut out for us. Let's see how much we can fix before this trip. Obviously, the clutch and flywheel and the seat are the most crucial thing. But let's check our list and see what all we got ahead of us. Now that we know what needs to be done, it's time to get our hands dirty and remove this large and heavy transmission so we can access the clutch and flywheel to see why the clutch is not engaging and propelling the car forward. If you are enjoying this content, please hit that subscribe button. It would be much appreciated. All right, I got all the transmission bolts out. And thanks to my buddy Sam Ham for getting me this oil drain thingy so I don't spill oil everywhere anymore. And thanks to you guys watching, I was able to purchase a transmission jack so I cannot seriously injure myself getting this massive thing out of here. Dinner's ready! Very impressive length. Oh man, it's a bolt going the other way. No. Well, I got one of those interesting situations where wrench is stuck. Let's try this again. Transmission is off, and that looks like a lot of clutch material. Yeah, look at all that. Hopefully that's not asbestos. And that material, look at that, it's red clutch. Maybe that's aftermarket, and this might even be an aluminum flywheel. Yo, there's our problem. There it is. This definitely some kind of aftermarket clutch. This thing is smoked. There's like no material. Yikes. Lots of heat wear. Ooh, wow, that is, you can feel how wavy that is. This diagnosis was correct. It needs a clutch. Oh yeah, no problem. The electric did not win today. Oh, this is a really lightweight flywheel. I don't know what brand it is. We have to line up this little hole right here because these little indentions mean something. This is how the engine knows where it is to set the timings. So it knows when to spark. So we need to make sure to line up that little dot with our new one. Thankfully, my friend had this brand new clutch and flywheel for a Z locally. And that new clutch, which is also red, I don't know what brand it is. I installed the new flywheel and clutch with brand new bolts and Loctite, then torque them down to spec, and just like that, the transmission is ready to go back on. I always try to go in a star pattern when tightening down bolts no matter what part of the car it's on to get an even torque pattern. Let's go, baby! Let's go! Yes, yes. Not good. Oh my God, I got it. I think it's on. We did it. I freaked out for a minute there. It started sliding off the back of the jack, but it is bolted down. After nearly dropping the transmission on the ground, I can now safely install the drive shaft. Now, in order to fix our bent brace mounts, I decided to try threading in a long bolt and use the leverage to straighten them out. And well, it worked like a charm. Now the exhaust can go on, change the oil, and we really start making some progress on marking things off the to-do list, and man, it is satisfying. Yummy, yummy! So we're having to put these stock Z wheels on the front because they're the only tires in the shop made, you know, in the past decade, which they're made in 2023. So these pair are up front, and on the rear, these tires are from 2021. We're gonna use those. Newest tires I have in the shop. I need to do better. These are Rocket Racing wheels. These used to be on my purple Supra. Shout out to Rocket Racing wheels. You guys are awesome. I love these things. And they're about to take us over 1,000 miles. It says super extended pointy wheel studs. Apparently we're going to racetracks. They require battery hold downs, and well, it's just dangerous to not have one. This is not my best work, but it's something. Next, I raise up the ride height and remove the old fender liner. Then I get a phone call from my friends that they are off work and on their way over to help me out. So when are you leaving for this trip? Here shortly. So what do you think about the seat holes we need to fix?
Well, I think you might be SOL there, guy.
Well, hey, welcome. I already got all the work done. That is like the last critical thing we got to do right now.
The easy stuff done. We pull up when the hard stuff has to be done.
All right, let's get this. Let me pull this forward, and we'll try to fix this seat because I still have to like. I don't think there's gonna be time for a test drive. I'm gonna test drive it to my house and take a shower, and then head to Atlanta. That's what I'm gonna do.
I mean, that sounds like a perfect idea.
Nailed it.
All right, hopefully we have a clutch. Okay. I just heard a little bit of timing chain, but I just changed the oil.
It's gonna be fine. 100%.
We don't need a repeat.
Oh,
That's not good.
Good car.
all right. The
Sounds
clutch
great.
feels better. Let's see if it actually moves. Yeah! Whoa! I forgot there were blocks under it. All right, the clutch feels good. After driving the car on a 20-foot test drive, we've now verified that the new clutch is properly engaging. It's now all hands on deck as Nathan and I remove interior panels while Will and Justin start cleaning things up and try to devise a plan to safely bolt down this seat in a very short amount of time. So, we got a kicker sub in here. That's freaking cool. I hope it works.
It works.
All right, so
I got 5 on it.
okay,
I got 5 on it.
that's a song. How much money have you found, by the way, in here?
I think like 73 cents so far. Make that 74.
Okay, so now you're loaded thanks to me. We got a plan. I think we're gonna weld a washer behind it or something. I thought these are gonna need to be replaced. Maybe I'll replace these later, but for now, we just need to get this thing going. Oh, that's there it is.
That's what's left of it.
What the heck happened? This is so weird. So I really don't want to do it this way, but I think we're gonna weld that to that, and then weld this to that. This isn't my proudest moment. We're in a hurry.
Hey, when you got to get it done, you got to get it done.
Hey, it worked. Oh yeah, they do. Ow!
Hey, buddy, that might be hot.
It's like I just welded it. For now, this is gonna, be the quick fix we need. You know what they say about quick fixes? I don't know.
I got nothing.
We got water.
We're ready. We're prepared.
All right.
No fires.
Oh, shucks.
Woo! Hey, when are you gonna do those control arm bushings?
Check this out. It looks pretty awesome and somewhat lined up properly, I hope. We're about to find out. That's what friends are for. Yep. Thanks for coming back here, even though I didn't have any bodies to correct. I meant paint.
I just want my steak dinner, man.
We have officially gotten everything critical addressed, and the small stuff can be fixed while we are on the road, except there is not time to fix the control arm bushing, so our front tires are going to be subjected to quick wear since that is going to mess up our front wheel alignment. So we're gonna have to keep a close eye on that throughout the whole trip. All right, this is it. This is race trim. We are ready for the road. I think it'll make it. I appreciate you guys staying down here late and doing the thing with me.
Yeah, solid car now.
Absolutely.
It's a lot safer now, for sure.
Without a doubt.
Feel better that you're safe.
The VinWiki Cheap Car Challenge begins now. Well, technically did this morning for me, but yeah. Thanks, boys. Yeah. Yeah. Ow. Yeah. All right, we're heading down the road. It's alive, it works. Thank you again, Jeff, for this car. This thing is awesome. I still got a few things to iron out, but I think it'll make this trip so far so good. We've made it about 20 miles so far. Welcome back, Steven. Y'all might remember him from the drag strip. Yeah, why are y'all dressed?
It's been a long day.
You know we're gonna be rolling under this car at some point. We're at the land of the free. This is Buc-ee's. Leeds, Alabama, USA, America. And we're gonna fix this steering wheel because it's driving me crazy and we just got on the road. I can't see the gauges, so.
Is this the technique in the manual? Is this?
I don't know. I think there's this tool for this. 1,500 miles by the time we like finish this, and I can't see the speedometer. Buc-ee's, the world's cleanest restrooms. I could not get this steering wheel off to recenter it, so Steven got situated in his new home for the next few days, and we left Birmingham, Alabama to head east towards Brazelton, Georgia, where we are going to take a quick nap in a hotel before our first stop at Caffeine and Octane Linear Raceway. Of course, no trip to Atlanta is possible without hitting traffic on Interstate 20. That might be oil. We're gonna have to check that in the morning. Hey, we made it. That's all that matters. So
The car made it.
the car made it. It did pretty well. Just a few random smells and noises, but we're gonna double check it in the morning. The next morning, I check the wear on the front tires and oil, then it's off to our first stop.
Is there oil?
There's oil. We're just gonna have to keep an eye on it.
Road Atlanta, and here we've got a shorter oval track that is set up as sort of an autocross style drift track. We are going to take these hoopties through their course, but the whole thing here, no one cares about winning except Tabit, and so it's really not the kind of thing to take too terribly seriously. There's a fire truck here, not because it can put out fires, but because that was Nick's choice. So just here to have a good time, celebrate a lot of birthdays, and along the way we expect a lot of impressive decorations at every gas station that should not have any stickers left when we leave it.
Now that we have thoroughly gone over the very serious rules and regulations for this cheap car challenge and felt out the laid-back vibe of this trip, we all get our hoopties ready for the racetrack. We both got in a few timed laps and had an absolute blast driving this Nissan wide open. But then everyone's cars started braking at the same time.
We turned it off, turned it back on again, it was alright.
So you think it's the transmission?
It's electrical, man. We had a pond in it this morning with like fish and stuff in the footwell. I don't think that came in standard, like I think that was a leaky roof.
Little bit of a problem. The clutch keeps, we're losing our clutch pedal, but I think the clutch itself feels fine. I think it just needs to be bled or, you know, a master cylinder, slave cylinder's going out, right? And there's fluid in here. It's a little dark. Did you put coffee in there? How many cars have broken
I see 3 with engine covers off, so 2 of them are Mercedes, one's a TT.
So we're 0 miles into the trip and we've already lost 3 cars.
So what you going for?
I'm gonna try the adjustment on the clutch pedal.
What do you call this position?
Inverted.
That was inverted.
All right, push it and hold it. All right. Dude, we tightened this. They put thread lock on it. All right, there we go. All right, pump it up. Uh-oh.
That doesn't sound good.
Did we just make it worse?
Oh, this came out. Just
now?
touching it lightly, yeah. You might have a blown seal in the slate.
Oh.
I mean, they probably have them at like any auto parts store, maybe.
Okay, so I just came to the car and we got full pressure.
Self-healing. Perfect.
Self-healing white blood cells. I think we should still go.
I pick one up.
It's got pressure. Hey, the car fixed itself. It feels better than ever, actually. You think maybe it's so hot it just like, I don't know, whatever, it works. We're gonna get some parts though, just in case. After our quick repairs, we then headed west towards Savoy Auto Museum, and we searched for parts along the way in case we lost our clutch hydraulics again. While we didn't find any, we did notice that the car started making some new noises. Trav, we did it, man!
Kate the Navigate.
Yeah, Kate was navigating.
350Z.
350Z. Okay, that name hasn't been claimed yet. Thank you, I appreciate that.
What's up? How are you doing? You making a YouTube video?
Something like that. Yeah, is that microfiber to absorb fuel, by the way?
Oil.
Oil.
That's the breather. I
Okay.
never put a real catch can on it.
This is the almighty LS engine, and this is the American dream.
It's a Chevelle until you walk to the side, then it's a truck.
Is it a car or a truck?
It's both.
After regrouping in the parking lot, we then went into the air conditioning to look at some beautiful and very expensive cars that made our hoopties look like, well, hoopties. After a very exquisite and delectable tour of the museum, we then continued westbound and down towards my hometown, where we just were the day before, so we could have dinner in Birmingham, Alabama.
All right, bring us up to date.
We're losing the clutch again. Every time I have to push it in, I have to pull it back up with my foot. And it's now engaging at the bottom. It's a real problem.
Are we pretty close to our next stop?
No. 3.5 hours of back roads. Let's cross our fingers. Let's hold together, everybody. I mean, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Did I just overhear some news about Autocross?
Yeah, I heard that we were the fastest team in Autocross, shake and bake. We won the first challenge of the Cheap Car Challenge. And tomorrow morning, we're going to my favorite home racetrack, 2 miles from my shop, Mid-Pond.
So please avoid that. Your radiator and oil pan will appreciate it. Of course, we are here to celebrate some great birthdays. So happy 40th birthday, Doug. Happy 50th birthday, Arnie. Happy 50th birthday, Ben. Happy 50th birthday, Dave. But again, this is all about having fun. Nobody really cares how fast anyone goes.
Welcome everyone to Mid-Pond Raceway and Event Complex, and we have a different crowd of vehicles here from normal, like the fire truck. We have Ed Bolian's red Bugatti representing Atlanta, Georgia. All kind of horrible examples of great cars, because this is the cheap car challenge. The Chrysler Ceasefire. It has not ceased to run, so that is excellent. We have the GMC Texas Longhorn Mercedes-Benz. This is the best of Texas. I just smell barbecue coming out of this engine bay. It might be oil burning though. Excuse me, sir, what do you think about Mid-Pond?
This looks like a lot of fun. It's a tight track. I need some big power track for my car, but we'll make it happen.
Sir, what is your strategy to win the time trials here in a fire truck?
Well, so because it's a fire truck and because it has a Ford, I don't know what to do with my hands. Sorry. We have the lights and we have the sirens, and so we'll just get everyone out of the way, turn on the lights and sirens, and use that 427 big block and let it just go out and eat.
You're also piloting the fire truck. What is your method to win?
Well, I think the plan is brute force given the weight we've got to work with. So I'm pretty much just going to like hit everybody, kind of like breaking balls on like a pinball machine on a pool table. So we're just going to use the other cars to help slow us down in the turns, just come in hot.
As we say in Alabama, roll tide.
Robin's racing.
Pilot of the Ceasefire.
Good day, mate.
How are you going to win today's challenge?
Well, I don't fit in my car with a helmet or period, so I'll be borrowing the rental car. Yeah, that's what I'm doing today. There it goes. There's my whip right there.
The fastest man in America, according to CNN. What is your strategy to win this leg of the competition?
Go fast.
Go fast.
Yeah, that's my strategy. Go fast, always.
I finish scouting out my competition since we have a real shot of winning this challenge, and I noticed everyone's cars are indeed getting more decorations added to them as the trip goes on, whether they want them to or not. After looking at the big picture here, I believe we all have a really good shot at joining the circus. And now it is our turn to put down some time lapse, and you know I had to drift with the fire truck because who knows when I'll have this striking opportunity again. After many laps and unforgettable memories, we do a few more laps and head to my shop to make repairs to our cars. But of course, something had to happen on the 2-mile drive over. Oh God! The car died and will not start.
You're lying.
No, like... Please start. Can you hear the starter click?
No.
Oh no. Let's unhook the battery and hook it back up. It's the neutral safety switch. This tells the car the clutch is pushed in, and it just fell apart. So I think if I push the button with my finger, it'll start.
Oh my gosh.
That's gonna be annoying.
Not as annoying as being stuck.
I was like, we got a full battery, I think. Go. We're at the shop. We need a new air filter, and Arnie needed to flip his front tires.
Don't mind the taillight.
The taillight is completely DOT legal here in Shelby County. It's a pleasure to have you all here.
Thank you.
I wish it was under better circumstances.
I wasn't sure if you were like taking us back here to kill us or fix my car.
I think you beat my time, so I was, thinking about it. All right, hopefully this very nice AEM filter fits. That is a lot of debris.
That's right.
Well, that's unfortunate. All right.
Bone dry.
About 4 minutes in the Alabama sun, and that air filter will be totally dry. Now that our cars are patched up and ready for the road, we head to our next stop, and thankfully my clutch hydraulics have not been a problem all day. So now we head to Barber Motorsports Park to check out their museum. After meeting the wonderful staff at Barber, we then headed north for Nashville, Tennessee. Fixing the clutch cancel switch. Here, let me show you. I have to press this little button every time because the plastic thing's gone. So I'm putting a zip tie right here to press the button for us. This will work until we get home. Ta-da! There we go. All good. After a few more roadside repairs, we continue north to visit Podium 1 and Exotic Autosport. I mean, for me, we're right here in Nashville. They can be for you. Did you bring your checkbook? I want to give a huge thanks to Podium 1 Driving Simulators and Exotic Autosport for opening up their shop and letting us play the simulators and drool all over these dream cars. And while we were here, I had to give my friend Tyler at Podium 1 a fun ride around the fire truck. I didn't really go to jail. Nashville is amazing. This is the best trip ever. The next morning we went to Lane Motor Museum and we were able to witness the actual Nissan Z prototype and also the first 350Z that was built in the United States. This place is absolutely nuts. I saw these cars in magazines when I was just a kid. We left Nashville to head towards Crossville, Tennessee for our next challenge, and along the way we watched Tennessee's finest make our competitors sweat it out on the interstate. A nice drag strip. Where are we?
We are at Fitzgerald Motorsports Park in Crossville, Tennessee, right in the middle of Tennessee. It just had a torrential rainstorm, but they've dried the track out, and we're going to do some hoopty drag racing.
Let's do it. We had a blast running these cars down the drag strip and negotiating car lengths to give the slower cars a chance. This has been a really fun group of people to be around.
Well, we have 18 people, so there's going to be 2 play-ins. One play-in is going to be the Mirage and the fire truck, and the other play-in is going to be the Mazda and the Smart.
Here's my competition. All right, what's the plan?
So this thing barely even starts at a red light first gear. So if you let me back up 2 links and get it moving, I think it'll make it interesting. Otherwise, it's just not even gonna be a race.
All right, we'll do it.
All right, ready?
Did he get me or did I get him? That was so close. I was hunting you down.
You were.
Oh, dude, that was good. That was good. Man, we lost. I let you down, bro. After getting knocked out of the first round of drag racing, we all packed up and continued east for one of my most anticipated parts of this trip, which is the world-famous Tail of the Dragon. If you have not heard of the Dragon, well, it's 318 tight corners in 11 miles on US Highway 129 and considered one of the best roads in the world to experience by motorcycle and automotive enthusiasts. A lot of noises. Oh, hey. We're getting a little delirious. I think we got metal on metal. I think we need to change our fluid and cross our fingers. I believe we've made it to the right place. We've made it to Tail of the Dragon. I've never been here before. That's why I quit my job, so I can do things like this on YouTube. Glorious. Every stop we made, there just seemed to be insanely awesome cars everywhere, but that didn't take away from me enjoying my little 350Z that is properly getting the job done. There we go! Alright, so what were you seeing from behind me?
This guy, your car looks like this.
Yeah?
Your wheel looks like this.
I could feel it, okay.
This one is very clearly...
It's cambered in now.
Well, it'll be cambered and castered and everything as you start driving away.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
You know, I just remembered when I was doing the 360s at Mid-Pond, I hit one of those rumble strips kind of hard. We got no tread on the inside. Well, I guess I did a little damage at Mid-Pond.
Can you feel that?
Oh, I can feel it.
Well, this is just...
Someone gave us a license plate for it. As the rest of our friends start rolling in at the end of the Dragon, we made sure the wheel is secured and determine it has a slight bend from hitting some curbing too hard at the racetrack, but we have no other choice but to keep on going and try to make it to our next stop over 2 hours away while this weather is not cooperating.
We just finished, how long ago did we finish running it? 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes ago. We got lucky.
Go.
We made it to Highlands, North Carolina, and found all of our cars had been further decorated at some point in the night. The tires and wheel bearings and brakes are still an issue. We're running low over here, but not as bad as I thought, so we're still going. Someone got me with some zip ties. Our rear brake rotor looks really bad. I think we're running out of pad. We're still trying to find pads. We all met up at Highland Motor Festival, where there were more priceless exotic cars for us to feast our eyes on. Then Ed generously treated us all to lunch, and our next stop was back down south in Georgia. We're at Miles Through Time Automotive Museum. You beat this record by how much?
Well, in 2019 we beat it by an hour and a half, and then in 2020 we beat it by 2.5 hours.
Dang.
Legendary car though. It's nice to see it again. This
Yeah.
car inspired me.
This is it.
Yep.
This is what brought Arnie's annex about.
Yes, that is true.
And look, he's a good sport about getting beat.
I'm throwing him a birthday party.
Yeah. No competition whatsoever on this trip. Unless you're Tabit.
That's true.
We have now arrived at our last challenge location, and yes, that is a dirt track. Oh my God. This tire was brand new. I am raising up the rear coilovers. It's too low anyways with all this gear. And now that we're on a dirt track, we need to raise it a hair anyways.
All right, everybody, welcome to Rick's Family Farm.
Thank
Please
you,
don't
Rick.
destroy it. All right, so this is a dirt track, and that is a tree. And it would be lovely for you to stay on one and not the other. TTs and C32s first.
Pretty okay.
Hey, the handle still works. Kevin and I get to work removing the bumper, and thankfully I can easily fix it once I'm back home. But being that this is the last challenge of the trip, I need to get back out on the track and get a time on the board. The car did great. I'm gonna stop before I break something, but I love this thing. This is the last leg of the journey, the last challenge. Can't wait to clean this thing up, make it super nice, do some cool stuff with it. One of the best parts about this cheap car challenge is whenever a car breaks down, everyone hops on it and gets it repaired. I met most of these guys when I did the Cannonball Run in 2019, and it was the same way back then. Nobody got left behind. We loaded up just in time for more rain, and then we head to dinner to see who won this challenge overall.
It reveals that Cameron won by points. Dave got second, and Arnie got third. Really appreciate all of you for coming along, and we'll have to all get older to continue to celebrate it in such a fashion. But here's to the people that make it worth telling good stories with and getting older together.
A big congratulations to Cameron on taking home the win. And we now say our goodbyes to some of the best people I know, and Steven and I head west for the last leg of this journey and hope that our tires hold up the last 200 miles. I'm putting him back where I found him. Dude, thanks for coming, man. This is fun. What do you think about all the Ed Bolian Cannonball community?
Oh my goodness, I just love that they do stuff. They get out, they have a good time. Everybody was, if something would break, 10 people would converge on it and fix it. And there was a lot of that. I'm glad we made it. And we didn't get stranded. Yeah.
We didn't. All right, let's keep going. And just like that, we are back at the shop. 1,532 miles. This car did great. I am so incredibly lucky to have so many great friends in my life to be able to go share these adventures on. I just don't even know what to say. And very lucky that we made it back with no brake pads, very little tire tread. But we did it. This car proved itself. So it will be getting a full detail among many other things. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next episode. In the middle of nowhere, Tennessee.
Yeah, I was going to say something, but I think I was going to swear, so don't want to get you censored. It's a real Tennessee experience.
This is.
They got
so,
apple pie.
this squirrel brains. It's a 25,000 calorie sandwich, right? And it was like squirrel at some point in time. You've never eaten a squirrel? I like the word. Let's try it.
What about an opossum?
Oh, yeah. No, I've eaten one of those. It's really stringy like a cat. Don't ask her what the cat thing.